Hola, me llamo Robelki, soy estudiante y estoy introduciendo doctor en daiquiri damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world.
New York City!
Yes. New York City is so great that our number one export to America, Donald Trump, finally won a presidential primary. Yeah. Trump defeated his Republican rivals to win in New Hampshire.
Yes.
Wow.
Watch the reaction of New Yorkers when they heard the news. What was that, eh? This man, you're not serious with your job. What was that? Show me the actual thing. Show me the actual reaction.
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
I know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Now, there is a new terror striking at the heart of the Republican Party establishment in America.
Yes.
Now, here is the man taking it all in strides. Watch.
We are going to start winning again, and we're going to win so much. You are going to be so happy. We are going to make America so great again, maybe greater than ever before.
We will win so much that we'll be so tired of winning. Now, my homeboys in New York City and around America, they've resigned to fate. They have taken solace in where we usually take solace.
Excuse me while I light my spliff. Oh,
I didn't do it. Now, the other New Yorker in the race, Bernie Sanders. Do you know him? Oh yeah. He was born in Brooklyn. Most people don't know that. Before he moved to Vermont, he defeated Hillary Clinton. Did you know that?
Never.
He defeated a big Hillary Clinton and the campaign operation. Defeated. Now, as it is, when you win the Super Bowl, you go to Disneyland. But when you win in New Hampshire, you go to a soul-food restaurant to meet with Reverend Al Sharpton. Yeah, who said that there is no fear of black votes?
Hey.
Yeah, talking about fear, last weekend, a new terrorist was let loose on America.
What?
Oh, yeah. Her name is Mrs. Beyonce Giselle Carter.
Prove to me you got some coordination. You just might be a black Bill Gates in the making. I get it, Alabama.
Yeah, it's terrible. I know. Beyonce chose the biggest stage in America to announce her defection to ISIS. Or whatever group of terrorists, whatever terrorist group she joined. I don't know what it is. Is it Black Panther? Whatever. Or Boko Haram. You see, we loved Beyonce when her only job was just to come on stage and shake her booty.
Can you handle this? Can you handle this? Can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this.
Yeah, that was it. That was more like it. More like it. Now, how could she degenerate to this? How? To actually have a message.
Right?
And not just any message, but one about black people.
Hey.
It's not even just about regular black people. Beyonce gave a shout out to Malcolm X and the Black Panther. I mean, she must have degenerated. You know what? She needs to be investigated.
And I thought it was really outrageous that she used it as a platform to attack police officers who are the people who protect her and protect us and keep us alive.
I know. Don't mind Rudy. Rudy could not help himself. I tell you, anything that gives him heartburn or an erection must be eliminated. That's Rudy Giuliani. That's his mode of operation. Now, I was told that there is already a campaign to boycott Beyonce. And it's for good reasons, I must add. For good reasons, yeah. How could she come on other people's stage and upstage those performers? What is their name again? I'm talking about those white boys who were singing at the halftime Super Bowl. What was their name? Play Code. What was it? Anyway, whatever they are called, you know. But that was the list of Beyonce's offense that night. Here is the big one. Beyonce announced during the show that she would donate part of her proceeds, her tour proceeds, to people of Flint, Michigan. You know about that? That's a no-go area. Those black kids who were drinking lead-poisoned water because the state government, American state government, wanted to save money, should not be pitied.
Yes.
For someone like Beyonce to come on a world stage like that, the Super Bowl, to announce it was an intentional move to embarrass America, especially the white America. How could she do that? Now, here is my prediction. Beyonce will go the way of Marvin Gaye. Oh yeah, she's going that path. Remember that Marvin Gaye was a nice, clean-shaved sex symbol, crooner, on top of the world. Oh yeah, people loved him all over America. And then one day, he woke up and he sang What's Going On.
Talk to me, honey, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Woo!
What's going on? That was it. It ruined his career. He never survived. Now, talking about what's going on, a candidate for president of Uganda, Amama Mbabazi. You know him?
Yes,
He was a former prime minister of Uganda. He promised to bring back from Saudi Arabia the remains of former Ugandan dictator Idi Amin Dada.
Hey!
Did you know that?
Yep.
He will also build a museum in his honor. I say, why not? Why not? We cannot continue to allow Africa's heroes of democracy. No? Okay. Heroes of dictatorship to keep resting in peace abroad. They should be resting in peace at home where they belong. Yeah, that's how it should be. As a matter of fact, Mbambazi said the reason why he will do this is to help reconcile Ugandans. You see, that makes a lot of sense. Think about it. Families of those 400,000 people that Idi Amin killed and those that he ate their flesh. They will do, what is it? This thing will do, what is this is that the shrinks, they call it, it will bring closure, yes. Closure to them if Idi Amin's remain returned to Uganda. Ugandan soil, yeah. Another reason to bring Idi Amin home is for him to reincarnate. You don't reincarnate if you are buried far away from where your placenta was buried. Sasha, tweet that one out. Tweet it. That is how Oprah does it. Tweet it out. You don't reincarnate if you are buried far away from where your placenta was buried.
Hey!
You remember that?
I know.
And when you do that, put Dr. Damages when you tweet it. Put Dr. Damages. You see, the man Idi Amin may be bad,
Yes.
but he was also a prophet. I bet you don't know about that. Here is Idi Amin predicting the coming of Barack Obama as US president in 1978. What?
I dream when I was still just nothing completely. The black people in America must be the president of the United States of America.
Yeah. Idi Amin foresaw the coming of Obama. Yeah. Something that Prophet T.B. Joshua could not foresaw.
Because I was foresees what is coming. So I was foresee what is coming.
Now, talking about Obama and other Kenyans, a Kenyan took the top prize at the Lagos International Marathon. Did you watch that? A Kenyan, yeah. The first Nigerian to cross the finish line came 7th. And for that, they gave him 1 million naira. I don't know, 1 million naira. The whole marathon thing was a brilliant idea.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying brilliant with Ambode in Lagos. I don't know, anyway. But it was a good idea. It was a good idea. No, he was in charge. We give him all the credit and we blame him for everything wrong in Lagos.
Yes.
Anyway, now I can tell you, all those people who ask me for money, go and run the Lagos Marathon.
Yes.
You can win money, Another good idea that came to me from that marathon was, I think there should be a way to spice the thing up.
Yes.
Next year, yeah. No, I'm not going to run. I've been signed off. No, I can't run. But I want Dr. Damage's show to sponsor Kosi Ojako to run the Lagos Marathon. Yes.
Wow.
I want Kosi to run. Okay, just to have an idea what it will look like. Watch.
Life than this. I know there's lots of stuff I'm gonna miss. Work too hard.
I I know. Kafune fune diutua fune fune agadiaga.
Hey!
If you support this campaign, please send a tweet to Kosi asking her to accept our offer. Her Twitter account is at 2 big Lagos melon. Is that no? That's not her. No. Anyway, find her Twitter account. That's what I know. Sasha gave it to me. I don't. Anyway, I was, however, disappointed that the winner of that marathon got only $50,000.
Wow.
Imagine 50,000.
Only?
That is not up to the money that Aso Rock spends every year on newspapers. Eh? No wonder Nigerians, they prefer to run for election than to run the marathon. Why waste your time when you can stay in the office and get that money for newspapers? Now, talking about things on the run, have you followed the journey of Nigeria's 2016 budget? No. Oh my God. It was a budget full of pork, stinking pork.
Yes.
And it's on the run. This week, the Nigeria's budget drama continued. Several ministers came to defend the budget before the National Assembly. Yeah. A minister of health disowned the entire budget of his ministry. He said that some rats smuggled things into the budget. I know. You have to know. You know what? I think all these ministers, they deserve to receive 12 lashes each. All of them, 12 lashes. Yes, like that one. Now, one minister, the Honorable Minister of Education, could not explain how 10 billion naira got into the education budget. Now, the man was so dumb, because instead of him to say to these people in the National Assembly that we place it there to see if you guys can find it, the man said, Baokomi. Nonsense, Baokomi. The budget was so outrageous that one line had the presidency paying hundreds of millions of naira in rent inside Aso Rock. I know. You had me right. Someone is paying rent, and we are paying for this. Unbelievable. I don't know. Paying rent in Aso Rock. Nobody knows. Now, the National Assembly was so mad that they postponed the budget debate immediately, indefinitely. Oh, yeah. They said until the government see us with Ghana must go back. They have to see us, and then we'll bring it back on, You see your life, APC. You see, change has come. Yeah, change has come, APC. Now, why would they call ministers to defend budgets they have no idea who wrote them and at what time of the night that they were signed? I warned all of you. I warned you never to make people who never signed a check ministers. If you have never signed a check, you will never know how to accept responsibility. Now, most Nigerians do not know that the minister in charge of budget and national planning, that his name is Dr. Udoma. You see, it takes a lot to answer Dr. Udoma. It's like saying Dr. Damages, Njakere Damages. Now, not once, not twice have I heard someone say that this Udoma is a first-class brand. Yeah, that's what they said. Now, with the kind of budget 2016 that the man produced, I'd rather have my third-class brand here. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me have my own. It's better than that one. Now, meanwhile, while this is going on, Buhari traveled out again. I mean, by the time you watch this, he must have gone to 10 countries and back. He went everywhere, but finally, he landed in London, where he decided to take a few days off. I know. He did not hide it unlike former President Goodluck Jonathan. He said it openly that he will use this opportunity to see his doctors. I like the reaction of Nigerians to the president. They started complaining, why is he seeing doctors in the UK? And Buhari said this to them, that he had UK doctors since 1970s. Hey. Oh, yeah. I know. No offense, if you're a doctor based in Castina, the president just wants you to know that he's not into you. He's not into you.
Why not University of Abuja?
No, he's all of you. He's not. Or maybe if you guys work hard, perform 2 or 3 open heart surgeries, and your patients they survive, maybe the president will consider. He will reconsider. But for now, his doctors are in the UK. He's not into you. No. what was striking was that for 5 days, the vice president was in charge of Nigeria.
For the first time?
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah.
In Saraki's own eyes, a common commissioner became an acting president.
Hey!
Who said that Bola Tinubu would never be a heartbeat away from the presidency? For that 5 days, Bola Tinubu was a heartbeat away from the presidency. Yeah, he was. Now, there was, however, panic. Once Nigerians realized that while Buhari was away and the vice president was in charge, if anything had incapacitated the vice president, Saraki would have resumed as the acting president of Nigeria. To fear what? Even monkeys are saying to fear what? Yeah, it was very scary, you know. Meanwhile, in London, Buhari received the anger of Nigerians when he suggested in an interview that some Nigerians, were criminals. Criminals. I know. Now, modern day media, they jumped at it. They jumped at it. You don't kick a softball to modern media. If you do it, they will score. Like this. I know. Some Nigerians are criminals. And so are some Britons and some Americans. But when the president is going about saying it abroad, what people hear is that Nigerians are criminals. That's what they hear. No matter how much it feels that way, all Nigerians are not criminals. The same way, all Nigerian soldiers do not abuse civilians. It might feel that way, yeah, like that woman. It might feel that way, but it's not true. It's not true. Now, brutal honesty is the mortal enemy of diplomacy. Can you tweet it out?
Yeah.
Sasha, tweet it out. Why me? It's something very important. Now, whatever reasoning made Buhari say that Boko Haram is mostly defeated should have made him know that most Nigerians are not criminals. Now, for your information, since 2009, Boko Haram has killed 20,000 Nigerians.
Wow.
Yeah, 20,000. But in America, every year, 30,000 Americans die in gun violence.
What?
Now, Obama won't tell you that when he travels abroad.
Of course not.
He might cry at home.
Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day.
Over that, but when he's abroad, he will never say something like that.
Oh.
And when you listen to an American president talking about America abroad, you won't know that America is one of the most dysfunctional societies on earth. You won't know. But our president will go abroad and they've been messing with Nigeria, talking down on Nigeria. Now, the wahala that followed made us miss the important things that Buhari said in London.
End of December, coming to January this year, last month, we mop up more than 2.2 trillion naira.
You see, we realized 2.2 trillion in 3 months from that TSA. You know, 2.2 trillion in 3 months.
Wow.
What else are we talking about? In another 6 months, we will get all the money we need for our budget.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. So tell me again, why are we borrowing money from IMF and the World Bank? Why are we doing that? Okay. Buhari also asked a very fundamental question. I think this question is something that he should have asked before he borrowed 27 million to run for president, before he borrowed that money to buy a phone. Watch him.
Why me? Why is it with when they spend the money, when they make the country insecure, that I come? Why did I come when the treasury is full?
He said, why me? Why me? I know. Some weeks when I think about Nigeria, I also wonder why me? Yeah. Why am I the one that will follow all these crazy things happening in Nigeria? Pick the ones that will put on this show. Frankly, that's why I don't do it. I leave it for Sasha to do. I just stand here and run my mouth. Who wrote this crap? Who wrote this crap? Anyway, Buhari reacted to people like Fayose, Patu, Tommy, and Adeola of Keeping It Real. Those who make a living criticizing him. He spoke to them. Watch.
Those who don't see it the way the government see it, they have the right not to agree and to say whatever they like.
The man doesn't care. So Patu Tommy, stop panicking. The man doesn't care. You can say whatever you like. That's what he's saying. He doesn't care. Stop panicking. Anyway. So last week, we told you about the transfer of Father Mbaka out of Adoration Ground to that small village church somewhere. This week, we sent our crack reporters to Enugu to see the reaction of other Catholic priests to this change, because something changed. Without Mbaka, the Catholic Church has changed.
Yes.
Watch. They are worshiping the idols now. You know, that's what happens when you take out the man of God. This is something we call Secrets of Picture. It's based on the premise that a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Good. So the first picture you're looking at is the picture from Kenya. You know, if you look at that picture, you see Jomo Kenyatta, you know, the first president of Kenya. You see Arab Moi, the second president, and Kibaki Mwai, the third president. And then that small boy you're looking at there, you see Uhuru Kenyatta. I know. Wow. In Kenya, things are they are organized over there, planned. You know, all of them decided after you, after you, after you. In one picture. Well, Kenyans, don't brag. We also have our own famous picture too. Look at our picture. You see? You can see. You see Obasanjo, you see Babangida, you see Abacha, you see T.Y. Danjuma. They were playing draft. Yeah, that was Obasanjo. Yeah, look at him. Now, yeah, they were organizing things. Now, unfortunately, Danjuma did not make it to. he couldn't make it. He couldn't make it as head of state, you know. Now, but you see how he's holding his chin, you know, wondering why was I left out? Why was I the only one that couldn't be president? But he has been compensated. You know, he has been compensated. He is on the list of the top 10 richest people in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah, unlike Obasanjo and Babangida, he managed to wash his money until he got cleaned and he entered into the system. The rest of them, Obasanjo, Babangida, Abacha, maybe they are richer than the country, but it's underground money. Yes. But Danjuma was able to put his own inside the system. That's the way of the world.
Yes, no.
Take note of that. Here are some stories making headline news across Nigeria this week. Nigerian universities engage cats to prevent Lassa fever.
Hey.
Whoa, wow.
Did you guys hear that? And people are telling me that they are not doing researches at our universities. My only hope is that these cats are getting paid, at least the minimum wage, and that they have maternity leave and security votes. I mean, if you have to engage them in research, in fighting, terrible. They are engaging them. They are sitting down on table and writing, you know, checking their papers and notes. Nigerians can generate 5 trillion annually from solid minerals. What? This is experts are telling us. I said, please, before you jump up yet, just calm down. I'm still waiting for us to manufacture our own pencils. Yeah. That will take 2 years. 2 years to make pencils. Wow. Terrible.
How about toothpick?
No, that one will take years and years. Anyway, accept electricity tariff hike as a painful pill. That is Fashola telling Nigerians to accept this increase in electric tariff.
That's nonsense.
Now. My question is this: in exchange for what? Because if we are going to pay more, what are we getting?
Yes.
Is it this 70 million naira website upgrade? Is that what you're going to use the money for? You know, okay, I get it. So that your ministry will afford another 200 million naira a year for Akara or newspaper. I don't know. Is that what are we getting for this hike?
Yes.
Messing with our people. Yeah. Okay. No completed federal project in PDP's 16 years in government, says the vice president. The man is saying that the PDP did not complete any project in 16 years. He added, not even their most ambitious project, which is to loot the country until nothing is left. They even failed in completing that. They tried, but they couldn't finish it. Do you want to laugh? Do you want to laugh? Look at that headline. Look at that headline.
Joker.
Yeah, I know.
This guy is a joker.
We will continue. We will continue to put Nigeria first, says Saraki.
What about second?
I know. The man was not joking. He vowed to continue to run the Senate as president from his prison cell if convicted. I know. That is commitment, my people. Commitment. If he's willing to stay in prison and run the Senate, that's commitment. T.Y. Bellows, Agege bread seller, turned model. Did you guys see that? A bread seller has become a model.
Yes.
I tell you, one day, Kosi Ojako will become an actress.
Yeah, she's even going on
If
CNN.
an Agege seller, bread seller, could become a model, Kosi Ojako will become an actress very soon.
She's going on CNN.
And myself, Dr. Damages, I will become a reggae star. Reggae star.
Yes.
Hi, Bob.
And I even while she's going on CNN.
Okay. My wife was the first woman I slept with, says King Wadada. You know the guy? I don't know, he's a musician or something. That he's just showing off that his wife was the first woman. Listen. Mamudoka was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, you know what? Forget about it. Yes, Wada. She was the first. But that is not the issue. The issue is, will she be the last? That is the essence of the question. Whether will she be the last? The way I'm looking at your face, it doesn't look like. I'm just saying. And here is another of those stupid criminals. I like stupid criminals. This one says, I went into armed robbery to raise money for my blind father.
Wow.
I know. I said, my friend, don't worry. When the man visits you in prison, he won't even know you are in prison. Because he would think that you are home relaxing. He will hear your voice. So you don't have to worry about that. He will be taken care of. Man loses state in fight with neighbor who peeped at his wife in the toilet. I know. Don't laugh. The neighbor was peeping inside the toilet and the fight started and the man lost his state.
Wow.
That's not the tragedy. The tragedy is that afterwards, the wife left him for the winner. It's time for your
email.
It's time for your email. Tomato Joss, you still here?
Of course.
Do we have emails today? No.
Yeah, of course, Doctor.
Okay, let's hear them, please.
Our first email is from Temi Lehin.
Temi, yeah.
He writes.
Temi, yeah.
Dear Dr. Damages, I really admire and appreciate your work on diagnosing the problems of Africa and the world in general. I will implore you to continue doing so. Well, that's between you two.
Okay, okay, let's go.
He said the recent happenings in Nigeria and the current economic crisis, including the recent fall in the oil prices, shows the need to diversify our economy. And I would like you to diagnose more on this, so that the people of Nigeria will know that the crude oil is no longer reliable. I will also use this medium to be appreciable to President Buhari's effort to flush out corruption from Nigeria. My regards to Tomato Joss and Mama Udoka.
Thank you, Timmy. Since I was a kid in secondary school, we have always written essays and talked about diversifying Nigeria's economy. The problem is that we don't know why it is important.
Did it work?
Yeah. No, we write the essay. It's just that our leaders have more important things to do with their life than to diversify anything. Like getting their own oil blocks. That's what they're more interested in that than talking about diversifying anything. It will take us 2 years to make pencils. What are you diversifying? Next.
Our second email is from Ike Silly from Germany.
Okay.
He writes.
Yeah, I think we know him.
Yeah. I am also one of your fans, dear doctor. I have been following your show from the onset.
Wow.
I love what you are doing.
Thank
Doctor.
you. Thank you.
I want you to diagnose the case of the Nigerians deported from the UK. Why the UK government disrespected the Nigerian government? By letting their citizens come home with the Ghana must go back and advise them to be eager and still come out to Europe. Let them know it's not a place of milk and honey.
Wow.
As they all thought. But keep up the good work.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, Ike. You know, I saw that picture
Ike
too.
is mad.
At first, I thought it was a fake picture. And then I saw my cousin in the picture.
Ghana must go. You must go.
That's why I like America. Donald Trump has promised that when he gets into the White House and is ready to deport Nigerians, people like Tomato Juice, he will make sure that they are shipped out in private jets with all their property in Gucci bags. That's the way we do things here. People will feel good about what they are going to miss. But these British people, they put our people's thing in Ghana must go back. That was disgraceful. In America, at least they give you a Gucci bag, put you in a private jet.
Of
when you are leaving,
Fendi,
you'll be like,
Louis
you'll be
Vuitton, and everything.
You'll be feeling
right?
bad that you're missing America. Next.
Correction, I'm not Nigerian.
But all you Africans. All of you. Next.
Our third email is from Umar Farouk from Turkey. You know
Umar,
him?
yeah, we know him. Yeah, it's our friend. Yeah.
He said, hello, baddest doctor, Bado. He said, please, I have an open letter to Senator Ben Mori Bruce. And I want you to help me deliver it to him. Open letter to
Senator. Where is it? Oh, you're reading it.
I'm reading it now. He said, open letter. This is the heading.
Yeah.
Open letter to Senator Ben Mori Bruce.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Dear Mr. Bruce, I have no problem with your common sense crusade, even though most of them are nonsense. You are elected to represent, but not to report. You happen to be part of the government.
Wow.
And whenever you feel anything does not make sense to you, you come out on social media and make noise and then remain mute in the parliament where you are supposed to talk, debate, and share your views with your distinguished colleagues.
What?
I am sorry to say, but you are not representing your people. Instead, you are reporting to them.
What?
Doctor, I have an Eritrean girl for you to replace TJ. What is your name?
My friend.
Umar Farouk.
This Umar, you just finished Senator Ben Bruce.
Useless.
In one email. Finished him. I tell you. The man will go on Twitter tomorrow and he will cry in 144 characters. Just watch. Next. Did he say he's bringing someone from Eritrea?
We don't have to go. Forget about that.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah. Forget about that one.
The man knows what I want. Next.
That's what you want.
No, I mean, I'm talking about...
I'll read the email. That's what you want. Our fourth email is from Anthony Ifezwe.
Wow.
From New Jersey, USA.
Wow. See how she's calling Igbo names
Of
like she has been
course.
eating the
Igbo now.
bitter leaf soup or banana soup. All right, go ahead.
Okay, dear Dr. Damages, why is the governor of Imo State, Mr. Rochas Okorocha, so corrupt? He imported 11 SUVs without the payment of custom duties.
What?
Thanks to President Buhari's war against corruption.
My friend, thank you so much for this email. You know, we don't know things that are going on right now until the next election when a new government comes in to probe this one. That is when we are going to find out what is going on.
Everything.
But let me tell you, the people that are importing things without paying, there are many, including all these church leaders and imams. Too many people. We need things to be open in that country. We need to know who brought this, how much did he pay. It shouldn't be hidden. When you hide things, that's when these kind of things happen. That's it. No waiver. All those criminals, all of them. Next.
Our fifth and final email is from Lady B. Pinky. She writes,
let's hear.
Hi, doctor. I hope I find you well.
Yeah, of course.
I watch your show every week and can't help but wonder when you ever use your specialist stethoscope. Here are a few suggestions of how to use it and on who to use it. Number 1.
Okay.
Bob's your uncle. Raise the hammer and hit hard on his chest. Then once you crack it open, find out if there is a heart in there. Or it might be full of stones. Number 2. Repeat the above with all African politicians. What the heck? Throw in Donald Trump in the mix. to diversify.
Thank you, Lady B. Thank you
keep
so
up
much.
the good work.
Thank you, Lady.
You.
Thank you.
She loves you.
If you remember, the last time I opened up President Jonathan's brain, what I saw was horrendous. I was so scared. The good news was that I had my glasses. Otherwise, you will have seen the danger that flashed in my eyes. And that's why I put it on. Because if you open up these politicians, what you see inside, you won't believe it.
I don't want to see
worms of correction. So I use this, but the thing is this: we don't have the right to show you yet on camera what we saw when we opened up these people.
Especially that Donald Trump.
That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to
drdamages@gmail.com
and follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
Here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, The Final Call by Oscar Wilde. And it says, all things in moderation, including moderation.
Nice.
Deep. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You hear yourself.
So, tomato juice.
No. Don't tomato juice
wait.
Don't tomato juice
This is the Valentine's Day weekend. And I
it
know
bringing
that
this up?
you've been getting a lot of messages. Who did you choose for this year? I know last year's one is gone, the one before you kicked them out. Who did you choose this year?
I am choosing the same person I choose every day when I wake up. When I go to sleep and when I wake up, the same person.
Don't tell me it's God.
Of course, Baba God. I owe it all to you.
You know, are you saying that guy in Russia that he didn't make the cut?
Doctor. No.
What about the one in Dubai?
God have my heart.
You know that it's going to be cold this weekend in New York City.
I'll get a big jacket.
Like -1. Do you think that you don't need more than God to survive?
No, there's heat in the house, and I'll bundle. But
just tell me something important
about the rich and girl. So that's what you want.
No. It's just just for sure. You still do the work, but in terms of just to spice up the.
So I'm not spicy enough.
No, you are.
Do you hear that? I'm not spicy enough.
No.
I shall resign.
I shall resign. This cannot work without you.
Last time, I shall resign. She's you want to spice it up? Wow.
Forget about.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Abomination.
Everybody watching, women.
Can you imagine? Happy Valentine's Day, my people.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Shy.
I didn't do it.
Everything I have, you want.
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeola Mishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.